Hello there, I'm Laura and welcome to my channel today. Today is the long-awaited video about my updates, about my YouTube channel, about my style, about my sewing room, which you can kind of see around me. I will take you on a little tour in a little bit after we get done about the other stuff. I apologize to start with for the delay. I seriously thought this was going to be a video that was out before November even. And things happened and then I got sick, and on Thursday I started to feel like a poor Victorian child and was about ready to ask to be taken out to the garden one last time. So I went to the doctor and got some antibiotics and some steroids, and so I'm feeling much better now, but I can still hear my voice, and you know, I'm going to try to do this quickly so that both you can get on with your day and I will hopefully not end up in coughing fits. It wasn't COVID. That's the one thing I can tell you. It wasn't COVID, but I think it's something viral that turned bacterial, and now I am hopefully on the mend and this won't happen again, because I've been sick 2 times in 2 months and that's too much. So there's still some things in this room or about my sewing spaces, because I still have more than one sewing space where I keep my fabric and where I keep my patterns. Oops. But there's still things I need to do, but in order to move on, I need to do those things in the background and then, you know, continue on with the fun. Like, let's get on to the fun. Let's move on into the new year for me as my sewing channel, and into just some different ideas, and just continue progressing forward. I will show you when I get those other things done, like I'm going to organize my patterns, I'm going to organize my fabric. Those are things that need to happen behind the scenes, and I can certainly continue on hopefully making good content for you guys, and just enjoying sewing and doing fun things. So the fun's kind of my theme for this next year. When I started my YouTube channel, and I've said this before in other videos, I didn't really have a real plan. I was just kind of like, this sounds like fun, and it has been fun. I've enjoyed the things I've learned. I've enjoyed the things I've learned about YouTube and about having a channel, and I've enjoyed the people that I've gotten to know on YouTube in the sewing community, the people that comment and have commented from the very beginning. It's nice to see like familiar names or faces down in the comment section, but also when I go over to other people's YouTube channels and I'm commenting over there, you know, seeing the same people, it really is a community, and I enjoy that a lot, because I don't really have a community, sewing community in my area. When I started the channel, I thought it would be fun to share the things I made and the things I learned with other people. And it seems like, based off of analytics and things like that, and comments, that and just my own personal opinion, I enjoy seeing people make things and then being like, oh, that's what that looks like on a body, or, oh yeah, I had problems with that, you know. So I really want to try to kind of just encapsulate that, you know, instead of kind of like, well, doing tutorials, should I do this, should I do that? You know, the world was kind of big, and I think I just want to do that, make things, show them to people, but do it in a fun way. So I've been thinking for the last several months about how would that be fun? Like, what can I do to make that fun besides, yep, here's the new one, yep, here's the next one. And so I came up with some themes, like a series. I'm sorry. For the next year, I've got like a series, 4 different series of videos that I am going to be releasing periodically, and it's not going to be. I can't specify. Like, the last 3 months have shown me that I can't be like, this is what I'm going to do, but I can give you a general idea about how it's going to work. So the first one is you've already seen, and it's the You Asked For It series. And so I put the 3 options for anybody who wants to on YouTube to choose what they want to see made into garments. I have a poll up on my community list right now that if you are interested in deciding what it is that I'm going to make next for that series, Definitely please go over and vote for what you would like. The option right now that's winning is option 1 with 42%. I think there's around 40 votes, I think. And that's a skirt and then a Berta shirt. And I'm actually excited about making that up, but the other two are pretty cool too. So if you have an opinion, run over there after you get done watching and make a vote. The second one that I made up, that I came up with, is called I Saw It, I Made It. And so it's using current fashion, putting my own spin on those kinds of videos. So I don't want to say too much because it's coming up and I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I just wanted to let you guys know that it is going to, I think it's going to be one of the more fun videos to do. I've already started working on it, and it's should be ready. Embrace the Laces next week, so it probably will be in a couple of weeks, the first one. I'll have wildcard weekends, which are just anything that I want to make. You know, if you have everything too scheduled, then it gets boring too. You know, it's like, oh, then I got to do this. No, I got to do that. So I'm just going to pick something. It can be a craft. It can be vintage clothes. It can be shirts, blouses, pants, skirts, dresses, just whatever it is that I'm like, you know what, I want to make that. That'll include my kids' clothes. My son is on me about making him some more corduroy pants. I got him some kind of brown corduroy, and he has some shirts that he wants to wear with it. So I need to get on that. So that will be coming up. And then of course the Embrace the Lace collab with Shalisa from So She Designs and Grace from So Lovely with Grace. I'm going to do that as long as they want to do it. I figure, you know, that's 4 weeks, and there's 4 weeks in a month. So there should be plenty of fun to be had. Let me know what you think. Does that sound like fun to you? Is that kind of something that you might be interested in? Next up is talking about fun in my personal style. So I have learned over the last year a little bit about my personal style. When I started my channel, I just kind of wore what I had. I hadn't been shopping for a really long time. I hadn't even really been looking at fashion beyond going to the store and being like, that's cute, and then buying it and being happy for a while, you know. I wasn't really thinking about what looked good on my body. My body had changed because I had, you know, hit menopause about 1.5 years ago now. Since then, I've kind of learned, you know, when I started making things, I was just like, well, that looks nice. Can I make that? That looks good. Can I make that? What does that look like on my body? Can I make that up? And so I got to the point where, you know, I have a lot of random clothes. Like this is one of them. This is one of the first shirts that I made. It's a Simplicity shirt. It's pretty. I love the fabric. It's a cotton voile from Fabric Mart, and but you know, it's not terribly flattering. It's very bulky up here, and I have a lot up here anyway. So it just kind of, you know, it's something that just kind of sits in my closet. I'm trying to find ways now to utilize that stuff. Anyway, so now that I kind of have a better idea about what my personal style, what looks good on me, and what I like, what I feel comfortable, like what I feel makes me look good, that's going to change. I'm not going to be so random. Kind of learned looks good on me is following the 2/3 rule. So if you're wearing a shirt and then you have a long skirt on, the shirt's the 1/3, the skirt's the long skirt's the 2/3. If you have a short skirt on, you know, and you have like a short black skirt, but you have black tights on or black boots, and then you have a top on, kind of the same thing. But if you wear a longer tunic top, then the third down at the bottom, you know, so you kind of break your body up into thirds. And that makes a difference. For me, I'm shorter, so that really helps to elongate me, make me not look kind of short and squatty, because I don't like the short and squatty look. The other things I've learned is I like to wear shorter and cropped length shirts because of the 2/3 rule, or those longer tunics, but that middle point is not a good place for me. And a lot of shirts nowadays are right at that, like between your hip and your kind of down below your butt, or they're really tight, and it just makes me look like a sausage. So those things I don't like, and they don't look good on me. Soft hued cool tones, the lower necklines look good. Slimmer, not slimmer, but not puffy sleeves. So I love those huge sleeves, but when you put those huge sleeves up here, it just accentuates the bulk that I have up here. And super high necklines, like if I have shirts up here, I really need to have something like a necklace or something to kind of pull that away. We've talked about it before, but I won't go into it. Anyway, those trumpet skirts, I love that shape. It's so pretty, and there's a lot, they're kind of making a comeback, I've noticed this year, and they don't look good on me. It's like a sausage and with a, I don't know. So those are the things that I've actively learned, like trying to stay away. Slim fitting is okay in my upper body because that helps make me look slenderer or more sleek, and I like that. I like a sleek look. I like a classy look. I also like nature goddess look. I mean, like I have a lot of different things I like, but by knowing these things about how the clothing looks, I can see now why I kind of like Earth Goddess, those dresses. I just know now that instead of having just a box, I kind of need to do something like with ties or something to kind of pull it in around my waist so it doesn't look like I'm just all body, you know. But I still want to have fun though. And so there's things that maybe I might see, like a pattern that I'm like, well, I wonder what that would look like on me. And so I'm not going to not try it. I mean, just because those statement sleeves may not look the best on me, maybe I can do something to make it look a little less large, or a different type of statement sleeve. I mean, like, there's just so much variety in fashion that we should be able to, especially as sewists, be able to tailor it to our tastes and to our bodies so that we look good and feel good in the things that we make. And that is kind of where I'm going on that journey for the next year, is just refining kind of some of the things that I learned this last year and still keeping the fun in fashion, because I don't want to be like, oh yes, you must wear this because you're over 50. That's not right. If I want to wear a short skirt, I'm going to wear a short skirt. They're going to have to deal with it. Now we'll just do a tour of the room. So here's the room, and I'm going to just kind of pan around real quick for you to kind of see everything to start with. So this is the way I used to set up. The card table was in the corner with my sewing machine on it. This little black box thing was right there. Okay, so where shall I start? So most of this stuff is here. I did this, I like revamped it for less than $100. And the things that I spent the money on was the wall mural, which was $16. I'm so proud of myself, from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale clearance for 75% off. And so I got that last weekend in Lincoln, and we put it up before I got sick. And then I bought, I'm gonna cough again. I bought these, those ones, that one, and then those ones. I already had that one. So I bought those were $5 each. And I had bought the You Are My Sunshine tray. I just thought it was cute. That's pretty much it. And then the other thing I bought was, for my birthday present, the what is that called? Shelf with the things that hang underneath. So this is ugly, and I understand that, but I was going to make little bags to hang from it, and I haven't gotten that done yet. So that's another one of those behind the scenes projects that I'm working on. I'm also planning on making a cover for my sewing machine and for my serger so that it looks nice and not just, you know, I mean, it's like it's fine, but I want to do it. I want it to look pretty because I cannot tell you how much better it feels in here when I walk in here. We used to have, back here, we used to have a treadmill in that corner, and it was just, everything was so cramped. That table stays there now, and other than if we need to get in the closet, and I just lift up the bottom and use it over there. This is Nix's pad. She likes to lay on that. I'm going to make a cover for it. My little station for watching YouTube videos while I sew, and it's also if I am doing a PDF pattern, I can pull up the directions and they're all right there. This is the most recent patterns that I'll go through real quick if it's not too late. Obviously the sewing part, my threads, my pins, and my sewing things, elastics and things. That's thread down there in that box. This is my coffee can. I know it doesn't look good, but it works so well. So I just put all my scraps in there, and then I recycle them. So I just put it in the box so it'll look a little nicer. And then, of course, my tape. And here is blank. Something's going to go in there, I'm sure. These are my mom's patterns. And then these are the patterns that I'm going to be using that I've got pulled for things and ideas that are coming up. This is, like I said, my mom's patterns. She let me borrow them, and I haven't made anything out of them. They're very cute. Let me just show you some of them. They're retro, so McCall's, like from the 80s. And that one, I love that one. I want to make that one, maybe next summer. That's a cute dress. And the shirts, I love those shirts. Shirt dresses, nice. Oh, the cotton, I should do that. I have a quilt. Anyway, and then yoga, I need to make some bolsters because I'm trying to get back into it. Some capes, that one I'm going to do because I have wool just for it. This one to make for my boys. So she has a ton of patterns that someday I'll probably take you over and show you. My laces, my snaps and other closures, 2 empty spots. Over here, my ribbons and like twill tapes, my hams, and the cat roller, of course. My vintage button box with my vintage buttons. I got this whole box for $20 and it was full of buttons. Now I've used some of them and I've put other like buttons that I've bought recently. My books, Make It Yours with Mimi G, The Complete Guide to Sewing by Reader's Digest. This is the best book ever. I got this from a thrift store, Sew Faster Fastest. It's got some nice tips in it. Pattern making primer. Down here is just kind of a general keep-all. And that I made for Nix, and I don't think she's ever been in it. So that will probably change. And then up here, pins, and sorry, this is what I keep my clips in, and my video stuff. These are actually my pattern weights, and then my serger. Then this is in that black, what is that called, cabinet? My painter's tape. It's low adhesive painter's tape. So if I'm needing to tape a pattern onto the table in order to trace paper on top of it, I use that tape and it all comes off and it doesn't ruin anything. It's wonderful. Then all my pens, my hot pens, you know, just all of that stuff. You guys know what that is. All my scissors, my glasses for when I can't see because it's too small, which is all the time anymore. I've got my fray chuck. and then an invisible zipper foot. So the things like the sewing feet and things like that, that's what I want to put over here, is hang little containers, and then the things that are found in here, put them up there. So I really appreciate you stopping by and looking at my video and hearing my ideas, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd let me know what you think of those ideas. Are these things that you think would be interesting? Are you interested to hang around for a while and see how this all turns out for another year at least? I appreciate you coming and subscribing, especially for all of you that have been with me for this whole year, but also for those of you that just signed up just recently. It all makes me feel more welcomed and encouraged to continue to try to make YouTube content and to just do things that hopefully you guys will find interesting and entertaining. So thank you for a year, and let's see what happens in the next, and we'll just see you in the next video. Bye.